Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, health chiefs are starting to ask strange questions on application forms when you want to work for the NHS. They're asking, for example, what jobs your parents had. They're asking if you were people who took free school meals. They want to know what kind of socio-economic background you have. The question here is, why? What has that got to do with anything on your ability to do the job? Are you qualified to do the job? Have you got the experience? Have you been to the done the appropriate courses at college or university, for example? They should be the questions, not did you get free school meals? Not that is, unless there is social engineering and social credits, relating to job applications in the public sector. And that needs to be resisted. That needs to be resisted with such force, as anything we've seen with people on the streets so far will be as nothing. Because this is the introduction of social credit through the back door. Oh, you can't have the job because you're the wrong colour. You can't have the job because you came from a public school. You can't have the job. You may well be the best applicant with the best qualifications and the most experience, but we don't like the fact that you're white and over 40. Or you have the wrong kind of political view. You're a bit right-wing, We don't like you unless you're a sort of fully paid up member of the Communist Party. That kind of thing. You can't have this job. You've been on holiday twice this year. You've used your carbon allowance up. Do you see the sort of thing that happens? This is the line, and this is the line that will most definitely happen if they're allowed to get away with it. Because if they get away with this, then they're going to push for ID cards, and they're going to say, yes, but it will save everybody when they go to hospital. Here's the thing. We've already got a national insurance number. We've already got an NHS number. We can use them. When you turn up at a hospital, you say, oh, how would you like to pay, sir? Go, I've a national insurance number. And you quote it. And they go, oh, yes, tick. And then you go for free. Otherwise, you get your credit card out, you write a cheque, or you present your private health insurance. That's solved. You don't need an ID card, because going with ID cards goes social credits. And we know this because it's already happening. Certainly in the likes of China. You have this and you can't buy that car because, you've not said the right things. You've not kissed the right arse. You have the wrong views. And if we do that in this country, then this country becomes a state. It becomes a feudal state. It becomes a dictatorship. There will be no freedom. You will not be able to go anywhere you like. You must present your papers to the Stasi. Papieren bitte. Why are you leaving Area 51? Why are you using this car? You've used your car credits up. We're going to have to arrest you for your carbon footprint. You will stay within your 15-minute ghetto and you will eat your bug burgers and you will like it. That's where this goes. This is why the fight for cash, for example, is so important. Remember, guys, 5th of November, National Cash Day. Don't use the electric tills either. Make a person serve you and spend cash. It is one day of inconvenience, but it means so much and it sends an absolute message. But with ID cards, we must resist at all times and with every ounce of our being. Imagine being told you can't do something that you previously could because your ID card says you've broken a rule, you've said something wrong. You made a post on social media, so we're cutting your food allowance this week. Think it doesn't happen? Think again. Thanks a lot. Bye.